What do you think of that? That's a good deal for those knives.
That's a good deal.
Rebecca's like, that's a great deal. All right, speaking of great deals.
Look at this.
So listen, I live alone.
Yep.
I know you got kids. I live alone. A lot of our customers out there, empty nesters, live with their partner, their husband, whatever. They have needs to chop things, but they don't need to chop 8 cups of stuff on any day except for maybe Thanksgiving. So if you need to do parsley, if you need to do garlic, if you need to do onions, if you need to chop capers, if you need to do
herbs,
a little thing of salsa for 2 people, we are giving you 2 of our rechargeable, you don't even have to put batteries in the rechargeable choppers. And I am telling you, when you eat, whether you need egg salad for 1, whether you want to do carrots, you want to do food for your babies, or you want to do food for your dogs or your cats, whatever, you've got 2 units, all right? We are doing a price today that is $21.95, which is a steal. We are doing free shipping and handling. I know we only have 5 minutes. We might go long on this because, Chef, I know you have a lot to show.
It's fast.
Look at how these work. They're amazing.
It's like having a food processor in the palm of your hands. It's light enough to hold in the palm of your hands. All you're doing is pressing that button. And wait till you see the onion, garlic, celery, herbs, carrots, nuts, breadcrumbs, etc. It's amazing that 3 stainless steel blades can do all the work for you. And look at everything I've done, Guy. It's all even. The parsley, the cilantro, the herbs.
Look at this.
The shallot.
How perfect.
The garlic.
Now, you're a chef.
Look at this.
You would never, that would be hard to do by hand unless you took 10 minutes to do it, right?
And all of this I've done in literally seconds. Look at that. Here's the thing.
We don't dread,
right? For stuffing, ginger, garlic. You know, I'm going to show you a salsa, a quick guacamole, egg salad. So you're using it for dips. You're using it to chop nuts. You're using it for your herbs. And it's like having a food processor in the palm of your hands. You don't need a big food processor. You don't need a cutting board. You don't need any skills whatsoever. If you can hold this in your hand, which you can, USB chargeable, and you just press that button. We don't fear cooking. We might fear the prep. And it's 3 stainless steel blades doing the job for me. Notice I'm not stopping halfway through to scrape down the side. I'm just pressing the button.
What do you got in there?
Ginger, fresh ginger,
right,
look.
I want you to look at this. And here's the deal.
Look at that.
You can buy knobs of ginger for about a third of the price or a quarter of the price of buying it prepared. And everybody knows all these things are better when they're chopped fresh. And that's what you're getting. Like if you wanted to make stuffing.
Look at this.
Nobody wants a big old hunking onion or a carrot in their stuffing. Right, you're eating Thanksgiving dinner, all of a sudden you whack into like some big piece. You don't want to do that. This, if you look at the grind, that is perfect. And obviously it's finer the longer you use it. When it runs out of
5 seconds,
right.
Guy.
I love that we do 2, so you always have one ready.
Yeah.
But you can also take one with you. You can bring one to work if you want to do, chop up things at work. You can do that as well. I love this if you're a camper, right, or you're a boater and you like to prepare things while you're out there. You can bring it with you. You don't need to plug it in. It works on rechargeable batteries, which are already installed. All you do is just turn it on. 2 of these in gift boxes for $21.95. Hey, Jen. We have these last 2 color combos, right? All right, so you can get teal and white. That's your 2 there. Yep. Did we sell out of the red and the black? All right. Sorry about that. There you go. I'll move those over there. Take this guy over here. All right, say that one more time, Jen. Really? All right.
They're flying.
We got to put our left counter up because I think we have 900 left. Let me see actually what we have. Jen is in charge of doing that. 680 left. They're going to go.
They're going to go.
They're going to go.
I got my breadcrumbs. I got a quick egg salad.
One of the best things that you guys do.
Totally.
You know what my favorite is?
Yeah.
Press chopper.
Well, you love that press chopper.
That press chopper.
Well,
because I'll do egg salad and I'll put like 8 eggs in there. But this, if you wanted to do 2 eggs, you could do that very, very
Sometimes
easily.
you've got 1 or 2 eggs kicking around. You'll do that egg salad, a quick salsa. I'll show you top and on. Everything I've done in real time. And look what I've done, Guy. The garlic, the shallot, the herbs, the celery, the ginger, the onions, the carrots, the nut. Even an egg salad you're gonna do. And here's the thing, you don't need a big, heavy, expensive food processor.
I have an affinity for egg salad.
That's why I'm here. It's your last day, I know.
I love deviled eggs. What do you mean gross? Jen just said gross. Or no, is that Rebecca doesn't like egg salad?
Do your chicken salad, tuna salad.
What if I put a big haunch of venison on there? Would you eat it then?
What?
She's a hunter.
Braise it in your
amazing.
cookware. Look at that. How about
She's
a quick
actually cool.
salsa? Just a
Dude.
fridge dump. Sometimes you got some cherry tomatoes.
Show everybody what that looks like.
It's just beautiful. It could be chunky. It's fresh.
All right. If you watch our counter, you'll see it is going very quickly. It's going like 61.58. When it jumps 3, 4, 5 at a time, that means we got so many people shopping with us.
Look at that.
I'd love you to get this. And by the way, if you're a senior, and you know I always like to talk to my senior friends now that I am sort of one of you. Hey, Jared's hair is grayer than mine now. That's because I do the shampoo.
It's your fault.
I put the shampoo once a week. My hair would be a little bit lighter, but you know, I got to keep it light on the sides. But anyway, I don't even know where I was going with that. I'm just happy Jared's here. You know, I grew up with Jared. We did HSN Today for 1,000,000 years, and he is my best buddy. And he gives me a really good reason to go back up to Knoxville.
There you go.
You know, because he's going to be living up there with his family. All right. So we are busy. Now there's 400 left. When I just talked to you a minute ago with 600 left, so it's going quickly. If you don't like a lot of noise, if you don't have to worry about plugging it in, you could use this for holiday. I mean, imagine how nice it would be for Thanksgiving if you could chop up your carrots and your celery and all that stuff for your stuffing. Because you never use a lot of herbs in your stuffing. It's mostly stuffing. So you could do all this stuff, and you could prep it all, put it aside, and it'll make meatballs. Meatballs. Right, all the stuff that goes in your meatballs.
Your breadcrumbs, your herbs already done,
everything.
your onion, garlic, ginger, everything. Look at this. If you can hold this in your hand, it's light enough. It's having a food processor in the palm of your hands. Now, it's 3 stainless steel blades that are doing the work. I'm not stopping to scrape down the side. And you've seen everything I've done in real time. I've done garlic, shallots, herbs, celery, ginger, egg salad, a salsa, onions, carrots, nuts, breadcrumbs. We've done it in real time. And if you look at all the results, they're all even. All I'm doing is pressing a button. No knife, no cutting board, no giant food processor that you have to lug out. And when you're done, everything goes in the dishwasher. And just look, guys, give me the shot overhead of everything I've prepped in real life. You know, could you have done this in 5 minutes?
Let me just say, you were an incredibly talented chef. Wolfgang, Curtis, Emerald, none of those guys. We couldn't have done that. And they all have the best knife skills ever, but they would be like, why would I use a knife when I have a machine that can do that? Now, they're doing theirs in a giant, bulky processor. You don't need to do that. You know, listen, I love, you know that big, beautiful stand mixer? Yeah. I love it. It's a wonderful product, but it's not for me. I don't do enough of that. You know, I don't use it enough. But this you will use every day. All right. We got to get off. We got to move off because it's sold out. What? I believe. Well, I think it's sold out. I believe it's sold out.
Makes sense. There's the sellout noise.
There it is. All right.
You want me to steal you a couple of these for you?
Bro, no. Don't steal me anything. I need to go out on good terms.
There you go.